I feel if you never change the way that you go about life, then you'll kind of see it in the same way. If you don't step outside of your comfort zone and try different things and try new things, try to rewire your mind to do new things and to perceive the world in a different way, then you really won't ever change. Life is all about perception, and if everything is only made up of our thoughts, right, and our idea of what everything is, then it will manifest in the world. Okay? Like, for example, you feel that you can't get anywhere unless you have other people's approval. Then you have your own limiting belief in your mind that is telling you that you can't do this thing unless this person says you're doing it good, or unless that you are getting compliments from people left and right telling you that you look good. That's how you get your affirmation that you're doing good. But I kind of feel like that we have to change from the inside out and not from the outside in. The more that you expect from the world, I feel like the more it will lead to burnout, the more it will lead to more disappointment. Because the world isn't always going to give you what you want first. Okay? What do I mean by this? In order to have a fit body, and I'm about to go to the gym right now, in order to have a fit body, you must first sacrifice something. Yes, it's time. Yes, it's energy, but it's sacrificing a version of your old self. And you must break that vessel. Breaking your old self to plant something new within inside of you. And that sacrifice is worth everything. Because if you don't sacrifice your old self, you will continue to repeat the same things, and life will it will kind of feel like a revolving door, as me and my friends say, a revolving door of things that continuously happen. But one day, that will be no more. The way that you think about this person will be no more. The way that you go about life will be completely different. Simply because of the seeds that you have planted within inside of your heart, within inside of your soul, within inside of your mind, your body, and your spirit. But you can't allow the outside world to take away from what you're doing. And I'm just noticing, like, the more times I look outside, and regardless if I'm looking outside for the answer, if I'm looking outside of myself for closure, whatever the case may be, I notice that each time I look outside of myself, that's when I lose a part of me. And I feel being yourself and being your most authentic self is some of the most beautiful thing. Is if it's not the most beautiful thing that we have, then I don't know what it is. Our authenticity. I don't know what holds more value. Regardless of how much money you have, and regardless of how much somebody offers you, regardless of what clothes that you have on, I feel like it just says who you are, what you do, what you wear, how you speak, how you go about yourself. It shows your character. That's why I say authenticity is magnetism. But I feel like I'm kind of just yapping right now. But I say this to say that the more that we look outside of ourselves, we're being less authentic. Regardless of whatever you want in life, if you wanna smile for real, then you're gonna have to surround yourself with things that make you feel good. Stop doing things that look good. Stop doing things that make you look good. Because when you go back to being with yourself, when you go back to hanging out with yourself again, you're gonna feel empty because you've been showing up for everybody else. Why are we showing up for the people that see us one time? For the internet, the gym. Why do we compare? We're showing up and we're trying to show everybody our gains, and we're trying to show everybody that we've changed. But at the end, I feel it just leaves you with an empty hole. Emptiness is all those things do for you, I feel. So, yeah, be more authentic. If you want to feel real joy, then you can't feel fake joy by doing what other people want to do, or doing what other people want you to do. It comes from inside of you. And the more that you continue to see the world as you see it, not saying that you see it in anger, but if you see the world as a place where nobody understands you, or if you feel like you see the world in a way where it's not possible for you to feel joy, or whatever that you're thinking of, it will manifest as your reality. Life will be hard, and you will never overcome some of your struggles and your problems. But simply changing your thoughts will really do a lot for you. So I say this to say, whatever you're going through, and if you want to change that thing, if you want to change your situation, if you want to change the way you feel about life, or if you want to change the way that you feel about yourself, then you must start by killing the old version of yourself. I'm not saying to die, but something has to die if you want growth. Something has to change if you want to see a difference in the world. So you must start somewhere. If you want to be happy, if you want to be less quick-witted or quick-tempered, or whatever you want, it starts with inside of you. And I'm wishing the best for you. You stay blessed, my friend. Shalom.